The Ordinary has been a product that has gained a lot of momentum in the last year or so. I started using it a year ago. And the reason I did is because I saw the reviews on how effective this skincare was, but also the price point on it. It's unbelievably inexpensive. So I think that's a twofold plus for this brand. I wanted to tell you some of the products that I use, what they do, and if they work or not, which I think they do. So I hope you will enjoy this video. My name is Bonnie. This is Bonds Ageless Beauty, where together we're finding how to bring our inner beauty out through skincare, makeup, and style. And today we're doing it through skincare. So let's get started. I'm going to go over a couple of different categories with you today. One of the things that I want to start with is antioxidants. One of the antioxidants that The Ordinary has is their resveratrol with ferulic acid. It's a high potency antioxidant formula. It says it has very high concentration of two of the most powerful and important antioxidants in skincare, resveratrol and ferulic acid. Resveratrol is a natural phenol found in several plants, and our pure source is 100% derived from Japanese knotweed. Ferulic acid is a high-potency photochemical antioxidant found naturally in the walls of plant cells. This is something that's going to help you against all of the pollution and the free radicals that are out there. It's very important to have antioxidants in your skincare, and this is something that I use either individually or I have made my own vitamin C serum and I add this to it. And you will find that a lot of vitamin C serums, like the Timeless, which I do use, has ferulic acid and vitamin E in it, because ferulic acid is a good antioxidant to have in your skincare routine. The other one is an amino acid and B5. B5 is another good antioxidant, and I've got all of these written down here for you today, so I want to make sure that I've got all of my information correct. The amino acids in this also give you hydration support. So combining these two together, your skin is getting a double whammy. I use this, and this does not conflict with any other of the Ordinary products. Some things you can use together, some things you can't. But your amino acids and B5 and your resveratrol, they don't conflict with things, so you can use them with any of your other products. Your resveratrol with ferulic acid, they do say the only thing that you cannot combine this with is the buffet with copper peptides. So you want to, I have a visitor up here again, you want to not use this at the same time. So you can use it the same day, just use one in the morning and one at night. You don't want to use them exactly at the same time. The most potent antioxidant that The Ordinary has is their Pig Nodule 5%. This is amazing, and a little goes a long way. I will add this to other serums and you can put a drop of it in your moisturizer. This works amazing, and I just started using this a couple months ago on a recommendation of Sincerely Miss Ash. She's in Canada, and she knows all about skincare, and The Ordinary is one of the products that she knows a lot about. She does a lot of high intensity studying on this. So she recommended this. I started using it, and it's making a big difference. So those are some of the antioxidants that I would recommend. And as I said, The Ordinary raised their prices, I think this year in October, November, but not a lot, like 50 cents a bottle or something like that, or $1 on some of the things. They didn't go up a lot. They're still very affordable. Some of these items are like $7.90, $8.90, so they're super, super affordable. Now I want to talk about some of the retinols that they have. Ordinary has a couple of different kinds of retinols. They have what they call the Grand Active Retinoid 2% in squalene. It's a highly stable, water-free solution, 0.2% ester of all-trans retinoic acid. So what it says about this, it's a water-free solution, contains 5% concentration of an advanced retinoid active complex called gram-active retinoid that has been shown to offer better results against multiple signs of aging than retinol without any of the irritation and drawbacks with straight retinol. Retinol comes in several different strengths. If you want to get the prescription strength, that's tretinoin, which I was on for several months. My skin is so dry, I actually stopped my prescription of Curology for a while. I think I'm going to go back, but I'm going to get a lesser percentage because I was only able to use it like 3 times a week because my skin was so dry, and I don't have skin that irritates easy, but it was just making it peel off just because it was so dry. Using something like this, it may take you a little bit longer to see the results than the full strength tretinoin, which is a lot harsher on your skin, but this is more gentle, and I think it's really good for most people because it's in the squalene oil and because it's the way that it's made. It has to break down. Tretinoin is the straight form of like your vitamin A, so it doesn't have to break down, and it goes right in, and it's very highly concentrated, and it can be very irritating to some people. So that's why they made retinol, retinoids, different forms of it that they slowly break down so they're not as harsh, and that's one of the things that they have here. Now they have the 2% and the 5%. This right here is the 2%. When I went into the store to get this, originally they did not have the 5%, so I grabbed the 2%. And I'm going to go up to the 5%, but I'm going to finish off this bottle. And I have just recommended this to a really good friend of mine and to my mother-in-law because I think this is something that's going to help their skin, but it's not going to be irritating on it. The other retinol product that they do have is their retinol 1% in squalene. So this is gram-active retinoid. This is retinol. And the difference here, this says it's a water-free solution, contains 1% pure retinol, an ingredient that can reduce the appearance of fine lines, photo damage, and of general skin aging. While retinol has been studied extensively, it is irritating to the skin, and newer technology exists that mimic the visible effects of retinol without causing skin irritation. For this reason, we generally recommend using gram-active retinol 2% or the 5% instead of this formula if you have very sensitive skin. If you can tolerate something a little bit more potent, this is the one that's a little bit more potent than these two. This one is in a special formula where it breaks down and takes longer to do, and it's for more sensitive skin. This one is pure, 100% pure retinol. So it's a little bit stronger, so I would say start out with this, maybe the 2%, go to the 5%, then move up to your retinol 1%. This is a little bit stronger. It's not your tretinoin, but it's going to be stronger, so you're going to definitely get better, faster results. If your skin has no sensitivity and you can handle this, start out directly with this. I would start out directly with this for me because I can handle retinol. The tretinoin is one step up. It's even more concentrated, and it's a little bit harsher on your skin. So I hope that explains the difference between retinoids, retinols, tretinoin. They're all 3 different versions of like your vitamin A, which is what tretinoin is in its natural form. Okay, now I want to go into some of the acids that they have at the Ordinary. And there are different kinds of acids. There are acids that are used for acne products, which is like your salicylic acid and different things like that. There are acids that are used for anti-aging, like your lactic acid and glycolic acid. So I want to go into some of those. Also, vitamin C is ascorbic acid, which is good for anti-aging. So I'm going to go through some of these and tell you what the difference in them are. Okay, the first one I'm going to talk about is the glycolic acid 7% toning solution. It has a pH of 3.6, which is very good. This is an AHA formula. AHA formulas are used for anti-aging. They are exfoliants. They will help actually chemical exfoliation to exfoliate dead skin cells off your skin. So This is recommended to use at night, once a day at night. They normally want you to use your higher concentration of acids in the evening because they are exfoliants. The other one that is a really good exfoliant is their lactic acid 10% plus hyaluronic acid. This has a pH of 3.8, which is very, very good, and it's lactic acid, which is an AHA as well. Your glycolic and your lactic acids are your AHAs. There's a difference between AHAs and BHAs. This is a high strength one, and it says it's a superficial peeling formula. You're not going to wake up in the morning and your skin's all peeled off. It's a superficial, it's very mild. They actually have a 5% that if you have sensitive skin, I would definitely use the 5% or just maybe start out with 5% and work your way up to the 10%. It says it's recommended for the evening, so what I will do is I will alternate one night using my retinol, one night using my acids. You do not want to combine any kind of lactic or glycolic acid with retinol. That is way too harsh on your skin. I don't care if you have super tough skin, it's going to be too strong. I have super tough skin. I started out with the 10% and I've had no problem with it. Now, one of the other things that they do have is this. This is an actual peel. This is an AHA 30% plus a BHA 2%. This is a peeling solution. This is a 10-minute exfoliating facial. It has a pH of 3.6 on it, so it's the correct PHA, but it's got 30% in here. This is not something like this where you put it on and leave it on. This, you put it on for 10 minutes and you rinse it off. You don't want to leave it on like all night or whatever. It will burn your skin if you leave it on, like just put it on and leave it on all night and think, oh, I'm going to get even better results. You want to just put this on for 10 minutes and rinse it off because it is full strength. It actually is going to help peel off. It's what they call a chemical peel. It even says on their website, this formulation contains a very high concentration of free acids. We recommend use only if you are an experienced user of acid exfoliation or your skin is not sensitive. So I do want to let you know that if your skin is super sensitive, this may not be for you. Just use this or the 5% on a daily basis and it will help your skin, or alternate with your retinol. This is something that is highly concentrated, but what these alpha hydroxy acids do, it's going to brighten your skin. It's going to help even out your skin tone. It's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles. So if your skin can tolerate this, and this is something that you do like once a week, it's not something you do on a daily basis. You do this once a week to get an extra deep exfoliation of your skin. And it says beta hydroxy acids, which are your BHAs, also exfoliate the skin with an extended function to help clear pore congestion. Your BHAs are what are used for acne. I don't have any acne products here with me. The Ordinary does have a whole system that is meant for acne prone skin that has BHAs in it that help clear out the congestion in your pores and get all the oils and everything out. This combined 32% AHA and BHA solution offers a deeper exfoliation to help fight visible blemishes and pore and improve skin radiance. The formulation also improves the appearance of skin texture and reduces the look of lines with continued use. So this is combining both your AHAs and your BHAs, and ladies, it has made a game changer on my 63-year-old skin. So I love this. The thing is, you have to use it. And in the summertime, I got busy doing stuff, and I didn't. And I noticed my skin was like, oh, being out in the sun, even though I wear sunscreen, it just wasn't doing as well as it should. So get back to using this once a week. The next form of acid is ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. And I'm sure you have all heard vitamin C is a very great antioxidant. It's very great anti-aging benefit for your skin. Ascorbic acid is the best form of vitamin C. The Ordinary has one called ethylated ascorbic acid, 15% solution, and it says an exceptionally stable, direct-acting form of vitamin C. This is one of their newer products, and it says it can be used AM and PM. Excuse me. Vitamin C is something you can use AM and PM, but you also want to make sure if you're wearing vitamin C that you have a sunscreen on your face. You definitely want to make sure you're wearing sunscreen regardless, but if you're using something that's got vitamin C, which is a form of acid, it's ascorbic acid, that you wear your sunscreen on. This is one of their newer ones, and I like this because it is ascorbic acid. This one is vitamin C suspension 23 in hyaluronic acid spheres. It's a water-free solution. Most of theirs are water-free, so you're getting 100% of the actual ingredient that you want. So this one says you can use it in the morning or night. It says apply a small amount to the face, AM or PM. PM is preferred because it is an acid. You want to make sure you're wearing a really good sunscreen when using this. And the first ingredient on this is your ascorbic acid. So this is another good one that's got ascorbic acid. So I do really like this one as well. It's got a little bit different texture. And these are all my backups. It's the only thing about this one, and sometimes I will use this when I'm not, this is brand new, so I just got a little tabby on it. It's got a little bit of a thicker texture to it. I guess thicker is not quite the word. With it having the hyaluronic acid and everything in it, it leaves my skin, I don't know, it's got a different feel when it goes into your skin. It does work okay with some foundations. That's the only problem that I have with this, is every once in a while it does give me problems with some of my other foundations. So you have to weigh that against it, depending on what foundation you're using, on how well this works with it, because it does leave it feels like a little film on your skin to me. But the other one that they have, and this is a little bit different, it's powder. They have a vitamin C powder. And with the vitamin C powder, you can mix it into any of your moisturizers that you want, which is fine. And I do like that. It's ascorbic acid. I do like that. It leaves it a little bit gritty. So this is a good way to have vitamin C. I mean, it's powder, so you can carry with you. You can mix it in with your moisturizers. It leaves it a little bit gritty sometimes. So what I would suggest doing is mix it with your moisturizer if you can, and let it set for a little bit, and then it dissolves really good. And then, so you may have to just leave your moisturizer, put it in a little container, and let it dissolve, and then it works fine. Now, we're going to go on and move on to some different specialty treatments, like your peptides and things like that they do offer. They have a couple of different ones, and I didn't bring all of mine up because I ran out. I guess I could have brought an empty bottle up. I am heading out to go to Ulta today to pick up some more things that I do need. So, one of their items that they do have is called the buffet. I do not have a bottle of the buffet, only for the reason that I buy the buffet with copper peptides. The buffet is a formula that combines a comprehensive array of studied technologies to target multiple signs of aging all at once. Unbelievable. It has all kinds of peptides in it. It has hyaluronic acids in it, amino acids in it. The buffet is one of their best-selling products. That one does run a little bit more than like your $9. I think it's like $16, but their highest concentrate is the buffet with copper peptides. And I don't know if any of you are new to copper peptides, but copper peptides have really hit the scene in the last probably, I'd say, 8-9 months, maybe a year. Copper peptides are amazing for your skin. They give your skin like bounce back and firmness. And I tell you, since I switched from the regular buffet to the copper peptide buffet, what a difference. It says, this formula combines a comprehensive array of study technologies to target multiple signs of aging. The same as the other, has all the other ones. But it says the buffet plus copper peptides 1% differs from the original because it includes a 1% concentration of pure copper peptides, increasing its focus on overall skin health. The natural role of these peptides as found in human plasma includes supporting a wide range of skin health functions like maintaining normal immune functions, collagen synthesis, fibroblast production, and anti-inflammatory responses. The inclusion of copper peptides offers a natural blue tint to the formula. The total concentration of active technology in this formula is 26.1%. Now you know why copper peptides have been such a hit in skincare, with it helping with things like collagen production, with helping with anti-inflammatory, your immune function. It just takes the buffet to the next level, and it takes any skincare regimen to the next level. That runs, I believe, it's almost $30, or it may even be like $31 now since they raised it. It's a little bit more expensive, but it goes a long way. You just want to use it. I use it in the morning because you can use copper peptides with retinol. You cannot use copper peptides with acids. I will tell you that. So that's why I'll take my acids and alternate them at night, and I'll alternate them in the morning. So if I'm using like my vitamin C in the morning and maybe my lactic acid in the morning, I don't use my copper peptide. So the next morning I will use my copper peptide serum. At night I'll use my retinol, and then the next night use my acids. If I'm using my acids at night a lot, I don't, and I use strictly the copper peptides in the morning. They are wonderful. One of the other peptides that they do have a matrixyl, straight matrixyl, 10% plus hyaluronic acid. I left my bottle downstairs. I do have that as well. Matrixyl is a trademark peptide composition developed in France. It's a highly effective composition that has been shown to reduce the look of static and dynamic wrinkles. Your static and dynamic wrinkles are when you smile, you've got wrinkles. Those are static, and they normally go away. But after repeated action, they become what they call dynamic. They are stuck. This is going to help with, the matrixyl helps with your static and dynamic. It's going to help so those wrinkles don't get etched into your skin and stay there forever. This is going to help. And matrixyl, it contains 2 generations of the matrixyl 3000 and matrixyl zinc 6 at a combined concentration of 10%. So I do love that. You can mix and you can combine your matrixyl and your buffet, because your buffet actually has some matrixyl in it, but if you want extra, you can combine them both, which I love doing. The more peptides I can get in my skin, the better. So you can do that. And the matrixyl one, I believe, is on the lower end, like your $8, $9, $10. And it says it's best not to use peptides in the same routine with your direct acids, which is what I said, because it says we recommend avoiding use of the products containing copper peptides in the same routine as strong antioxidants as well as your acids. So you don't want to put like your resveratrol and that with your copper peptides. You don't want to layer all different kinds of acids, peptides, antioxidants. Your skin just can't handle all that. So what you're going to try to do is you're going to find a routine where you're using some in the morning and some at night, or alternating days, which is what I do. One last extra special peptide, or I don't know what you want to call the argireline. This is the argireline solution, and I'm not sure if all of you have heard about argireline, but this is the one that they call Botox in a bottle. I don't necessarily call it Botox in a bottle. It's amazing, but Botox freezes you up instantly, and this definitely isn't going to do it. Argireline is a trademark. This is another one. It's a proprietary solution of alicylic hexapeptide A. Controlled studies have shown that argireline improves the appearance of facial areas prone to developing dynamic folds, including areas around the eye and the forehead. So what this is used, and I try to use this all the time, it's best not to use peptides in the same routine as the following products: direct acids and things like that. So because this is a form of a peptide, I use it with my copper peptides. I don't use it with my acids. You can use your copper peptides with your retinol, and you can use this with your retinol, but don't do it with an acid. This argireline targets the appearance of dynamic facial lines. So I use it around here, and I do it here. Because you can see, this is where your muscles are, and this is where you're getting it. So I put it out here. It's not necessarily for down here. It's for these dynamic lines here and the dynamic lines that you get in your forehead. Those are the ones that this is going to concentrate on. I started using this. I love it. I stopped using it for a little while because I'm like, oh, it's just another step. It makes a big difference. I have noticed that my lines around my eyes for 63 have softened a lot. When I skip my skincare and stop using these things, your skin's going to go back. If you don't take care of your skin and do nothing with it, it's just going to look more aged. And granted, I understand not everyone can use all of these products, because when you add them all up, even though they're very affordable, it could be expensive to use all of these in one thing. But target the areas that you need. Oh, I have terrible lines around here. I'm going to get the argireline. The copper peptides. Yes, it may be $30, but it's got multiple peptides in it, plus the copper. That would be a great one. Get a vitamin C and get a retinol. If you don't want to add in all the antioxidants at first, don't. If you have acne-prone skin, you're going to get the ones that are for acne-prone skins. The other item, and my last item, that I do love, they have different oils. I don't use all of them. I would recommend going onto the Ordinary's website. I'm telling you just a few of the items. They have multiple more. This is the bee oil. This is daily support for all skin types. I love this. Will tell you it has a smell. I use it at night. It definitely smells like, if you know what vitamin B smells like, this sort of has a slight vitamin B, like a vitamin B capsule smell to it. So I use it at night. This hydrates your skin amazingly. I have severe dry skin. I don't use this in the summer, but at night, after I put my moisturizer on, I put this bee oil on, and it locks everything in. And ladies, not everybody has severe dry skin. They may have oily skin, and you may not need this. But this oil has got multiple oils in it. It says apply a few drops to your entire face daily or as needed, ideally after water-based treatments. Because it's an oil, anything that's got a water-based treatment in it, you want to put those on first, because they're going to absorb in faster. Anything that's water-free or has like an oil in it, those go on last. If you put an oil on and then try to put a water-based product on, it's not going to go in. So you want to start with your water-based and thinner items, put those on first, and then work your way up, and your oil is your last item. And I would recommend this at night. You can use it during the day. It does have a smell. It does dissipate, and you don't smell it after a while. At least I don't, or maybe I just get used to it. But I normally use this at night just because it does have a little bit of a smell. So I know that was a lot of products to go through, and as I said, they have multiple more, and they're adding more every day. I'm going to leave it at that because I could go on. I love talking about skincare, but they have so many more things. Go on to, they are part of the Decium company, along with a couple of different other ones, but their philosophy is to make very good, high-potency products at a reasonable price. You can find them directly online. I usually once a year when they have their big sale, I will stock up on a bunch of things. But they are also found in Ulta and they are found in Sephora. I think they just started in Sephora about a year ago. They started out in Ulta as the first store. Love them. They have a whole section. You can buy kits. They have kits that are like just a starter kit, which is a very good one, like an anti-aging starter kit. They have an acne starter kit, which would be good for some people, and it's economical that way. You're going to save a lot of money that way. So I am excited. I am passionate about The Ordinary. I am passionate about other skincare brands as well. There's a couple that I do love that they are my core staple products that I use. But The Ordinary will always be in my skincare routine because it is so affordable and it works. And that is a big thing. You can buy affordable skincare at the drugstore, and if it doesn't do anything, you're wasting your money. These work, so I would highly recommend them. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me today. I hope I didn't go on too long, but when you get passionate about some things, you talk a lot. So with that, I do hope that you've enjoyed this. I do hope that while you are here, you will join my community by hitting the subscribe button, ringing the notification bell, and giving this video a big thumbs up. Leave any comments below on if there's any questions you have about any of the products. I will be glad to answer them for you. If you have any other products that you used from The Ordinary that maybe I haven't listed here that you can tell me about, I'm willing to learn anything. So do that for me as well. Thank you. Go out, have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will see you again in the next video.